when people say, think outside the box. It really constrains you to still be thinking about the box. After 30 years in industry, I decided it was time for a change. I had taught for a couple years at community college after I got out of school, and so I knew I liked teaching. Logic Tutor was born because of a class my daughter was taking. A program that they used in that class provided randomly generated problems for the students to solve. Watching my daughter use that tool and as a result really deeply learn what was going on, I decided, hey, I know how to program. I'll write Logic Tutor. It presents randomly generated problems to the students, gives them instant feedback. So if they're required to finish 4 problems of a certain type, Logic Tutor will keep giving them problems until they get 4 correct. They can give up on a problem and it shows them what the answer was so that they can try to figure out what they're doing wrong.
From the start, I thought, okay, this is great. It's a software that will allow me to practice what Steve's been going over in class.
It felt like I was actually studying the content and making sure I really understood how it worked.
In my flipped classroom, they watch the lectures on their own time. When they come to class, we do example problems for about half the time, and the rest of the time they're able to work on homework in their labs. And one of the things that was so important to me was the fact that they got instant feedback. It always kind of bothered me about the standard way we were teaching, in that I gave homework, the homework was due, they didn't know if they'd done it right. So maybe they did the homework, took the quiz, didn't do so well, found out that they'd worked all the problems incorrectly.
Whereas Logic Tutor, right when you're doing it, you can see you hit that submit button and it'll tell you how much stuff you got wrong and where you need to improve.
I liked that I could practice problems because when you look on the internet for anything logic design related, you really can't find anything.
I kind of searched the internet to see like, hey, I'm really enjoying this product and I'm just kind of curious what else is out there. I didn't find anything that was as robust as what Steve built in terms of concepts, in terms of immediate feedback.
There's no extra cost to the students to be able to use Logic Tutor like it would be if we had to buy software.
It slowly builds from lesson to lesson along with what his lectures are.
It really helps you practice these problems because you can do it an infinite amount of time if you have to prepare for a quiz and or a test.
So the big thing for me was that I got direct feedback so that I could adjust, especially before quizzes or any type of exam that we had.
But when it came to electrical engineering, I had no prior understanding at all. Logic Tutor was a critical piece of me being successful in that course.
That unlike standard homework, there is no penalty for a wrong answer. The whole goal of Logic Tutor was for them to learn the material